Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. So, let's talk about Zende and Luna. Because for a hot minute, I've been calling Zende Mysterious Girl. I'm gonna be honest. I may have to start calling him Mr. Creep at this point. Okay? Because, Luna, after, reiterating, oh, it wasn't so and so who, after sounded like an idiot for like a good 30 seconds. She's like, I'm not going to sit there and play this game. I'm not going to sit there and play this game of using it. They're trying to get one over on RJ. And right then and there, I felt like she knew exactly what this was, and she should have just have walked away and not even entertained the idea. Then they talking about, oh, well, why don't you sit there and just hang out, just be with each other, and just kind of just see where it goes. I mean, yeah, you're dating, but you're still single, this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, she said no. Okay. I'm pretty sure at this point, HR would probably have an issue with this. I don't know if they have an HR department, but I imagine every corporation does. I imagine this one does. And I'm pretty sure the way that you're sitting there coming on to this woman who is clearly sitting there saying no, would have a problem with this. Right? And so the fact that she's listening to him, they're talking about playing chess, and he kisses her on the cheek, talking about, oh, well, let's see, who's the better kisser? I'm just like, bro, I know you want us to think it back at RJ, and I'm there for the pettiness, but using an intern to sit there and kind of like do this just feels wrong. Like it just generally feels wrong. I can see if she didn't work there, fine. But even then, once somebody sits there and says, no, like I'm good or whatever, I'm dating this person, that should pretty much kind of be the end of the conversation. Um, but this is a little bit worse because she works there. And as far as the corporate ladder is concerned, you're above her. This whole scene, I get what they're trying to do, oh, sexy and seductive and stuff like that, but it just kind of comes a little bit off to me. Um, Now not Zende, now Xander is telling Finn, once again, Thomas is the one that killed Emma, this, that, and the third. He ran her off the road, and, Finn is like, do you actually have any proof? He's like, no. Okay, in the story. You don't have any proof. Because at this point, now you just look like an ex-employee that's what they're trying to get back at your employer for firing you because you felt like it was unjust. That's how somebody else would sit there and look at this situation. He felt like, oh, he was tailing her, because this whole thing, he goes with this string theory. And he's like, well, I have a theory that wound up happening. I followed a timeline. I was like, okay, so, Ben, you do realize at this point that he is just guessing what wound up happening because he doesn't have any proof. The cops declared it that it was an accidental death, um, reckless driving, whatever you want to sit there and call it. So I don't even understand. I feel like you're only entertaining this because you already don't like him, and he's just fueling your fire of why he's a bad person. That's all this scene comes across as. Now, one of the things that Steffi said to me that I want to sit there and point out was she says something along the lines of, I told him, he can't sit there have any contact with Xander, or, he's forbidden to sit there and talk to him or something like that. And I was just like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, that almost sounded like an order. I almost sound like an order. I almost sound like you were sitting there telling him, oh, you're not allowed to sit there and talk to him anymore. Is he your husband or is he your child? Now, I know what she meant to say. I know she meant to sit there and say, well, I told him to sit there and just kind of, stay away from him, kind of drop it, kind of let it go. Cool. I get what you meant to say, but what you said, I have a problem with the wording. Okay, well, I told him that he can't or he's not allowed to, like, a grown ass man. I'm sorry, that just kind of set me off a little bit, but she is not there telling him like, yo, listen, you need to sit there and drop him. And Thomas is like, can you sit there and get your husband to back off of me and my relationship with Hope? Um, and she seemed like, the next time she does have a conversation, she's gonna be livid. Now, of course, the livid part is kind of interesting, seeing how she did not sit there and talk about the kiss, not once, but twice, that she wound up having with Liam. So while she's going to be on a high horse and right and vindicated about let this go, that's my brother, you have no proof, let this go. Okay? I'm in your life and I gotta sit there and deal with crazy ass shit. So could you sit there and drop this for a hot minute? That I would understand. But if you are something to keep it a secret, when that does come to light, let's sit there and see if you have that same energy. Um RJ is with Eric. I don't even really know what to sit there and say about that scene. It's kind of sad a little bit. I mean, I know you're in the hospital, you're recovering, you look weak, you feel weak and frail and everything like that. And I think it just kind of goes right back into Ridge's decision of keeping him alive. Not not giving him his final wishes, and feeling like he did it for him. He did it for selfish reasons. You know, because Eric is in a lot of pain. That's something that he didn't want. He's gonna have to sit there and think about that and live with that every single day. Every single time that he sees his dad, he's gonna have to sit there and live with that. Um, and it's a controversial thing a little bit because I can see both sides of it. I can see people sitting there saying, "Well, if it was my dad or if my loved one, I would want to sit there and keep them." You're not wrong for how you feel when it comes towards your loved ones, but you're not. But I can also sit there and look at it and being like, because you love them, you want to sit there and do the right thing for them. This isn't about you. This isn't about your feelings. This is about what they want, what they need. Um, so the scene is a little sad and stuff like that. And also, again, I've said this in my live stream that it's also a waste to bring them to that point. Just be like, oh, we got America Care, and then just bring them right back. That's a waste as well. A lot of waste is going on. I can sit there and say. Um. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else that wound up happening, but as always, come to our live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows during the hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless. If you are not a member, make sure you click in the description box below and become a member. I do exclusive live streams. I'm actually going to sit there and do this video. I wanted to do it today. I woke up super, super late. I did not go to bed until like 4, 7 in the morning. Like I just couldn't sleep. So I guess I gotta sit there and take something to start going back to sleep again until I can, I don't know, kind of readjust my body a little bit. I don't know. So I woke up super late and then everything, I feel like I've just been kind of playing catch up throughout the day. So I do apologize for not actually putting out that member shout out video. But I am planning on doing it. Um, anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.